A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
They've been able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Tucker's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. The ball comes out, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All these... in the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go back to Pollard on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This time, good ball security and a good result, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, it's Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, it's 9-0. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now a give here to Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run left with Pollard, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards that time.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run with Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And that wound up traveling and even...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Jalen Armour-Davis, the one to get the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The run for Pollard. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Wilson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is staring him right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing now is Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This was a close game for a long time. Close in half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. No, we slide. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to read me. Yeah, they